Yo, what is up, everyone? I horrible model, horrible time of the day to stream, horrible everything, and horrible geoguessr player. I am not good at this game, but I like it, so I'm playing more. Let's turn on the desktop audio and I'll start. To anyone who doesn't know, this is a multi-stream. I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube. This is my first Twitch stream, so I'm just testing it out. I want to do stuff on Twitch in the future just because YouTube, I'm not able to monetize. So, yeah. Yo, what's up, Cracked Universe Studio? What's up, Evangelion? If you didn't know, I'm actually working on another VTuber model, the much higher quality than this one. Still not high quality whatsoever. It's janky. It's gonna be a low quality thing because I made it, and I'm not a professional artist. I'm not a professional VTuber rigging person, but that is what it is. So let's get into this. I'm playing some more GeoGuessr. Let me turn down my headphone audio. I think that my mic is going through. Let me just... Yep, it seems to be going through. Alright. Pretty good. I have 2 chats, which is wild to me. I could easily check it in OBS if I had 2 monitors, but I don't have 2 monitors, so... Yeah, I'm gonna have to get 2 monitors sometime in the future. This is obviously, it looks South American, to be honest. I don't know this area code whatsoever. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Yeah, so basically, my guesses, they're just gonna be completely out of the blue, random guesses. They're not gonna be that good. But, there's a little world there, so that there is Africa. I think, what on earth? Hold on. Why is the earth pointed in that direction? It's completely flipped. The direction it normally points. Whatever. If I had to guess, I would say... let's go back, actually. I want to read the language. I should have probably done that first. Because it's hard for me to tell the difference between Portuguese and... That's Spanish. I'm just gonna say Colombia or something. It's Colombia. Alright. That wasn't a bad guess, I guess. Now let me actually... Real quick, before I guess the next thing. I wanna open it in mod view. Oh, yeah, thank you. There we go. I can see chat. I can see everything. I'm monitoring my Twitch chat from my phone, so that's how you know I'm a professional. Also, this is a vertical stream. I have no idea how good or bad vertical streams are on Twitch. I was gonna do a horizontal stream, but I decided not to play that game, so I'm doing GeoGuessr, and all my GeoGuessr streams are vertical, so... It is what it is, honestly. Thank you very much, phone, but I would rather you not go to sleep while I'm watching my Twitch chat. Thank you very much. I really need to set up my new overlays for streaming. Just because my old overlays, they're alright. They're not that good quality. I can make better. And I commissioned newer overlays. I want to use them. I just haven't set them all up yet. Still working on it. It's all a work in progress. That's all my channel is, a work in progress. Seriously, what is wrong with my phone? Is it... Hold on. Let me see if I could go to a setting and turn off sleep mode. Wah, wah. Who knows? I'm just gonna have to open up my Twitch chat the normal way and not the moderator way, because I guess I'm not that cool. It is what it is, though. Anyways, time to actually guess what this... I haven't been paying attention at all. I think this is somewhere in Europe. This looks very European. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Alright. Yeah, this is in Europe, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm definitely sure this is in Europe. I don't know what the language that is, because I'm bad with languages, but it is what it is. I'm bad with almost everything when it comes to GeoGuessr, so that really doesn't stop me. There's 2 dots over the A. I don't know. The Netherlands? Probably not there. Let's go Denmark. It's in Stockholm, Sweden. Alright, that's fine. My model and my tracking is so wild. That's a stop sign, but it. There's a stop sign in a different language. Now, that there is a truck. And one thing I know about trucks, that's a Ram truck. Very common in North America, not common in Europe. This is in North America. This is probably in French Canada or some shit. So let's go somewhere in Quebec or, I don't know, near Ottawa, Montreal, some shit like that. It was above Quebec City. I don't want to see the Google Map view, you dingus. Hey, my model is good, but I have to... Yep, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. My next model is... I'm working on currently. It's also not the best, but... it's better. It has physics, stuff like that. I have the art finished. This current model I made in like 5 hours. Literally 5 hours. Which is actually mildly impressive, considering that it works. But my next model will actually have some effort put into it. I've been spending over a week, maybe a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks on it so far. So we'll see. It's almost finished being rigged. I have maybe a couple more days. I'm doing like one thing per day. And yeah, this is somewhere in Europe. If I had... whoa. Let's go back. If I had to say, it's somewhere in like France. But I'm not quite sure. There's quite a bit of yellow license plates, so it might be in the Netherlands. Let's go near the Netherlands. Yeah, let's go in the Netherlands, why not? It was in Monaco. Is that Monaco? No, it was near Monaco. It wasn't in Monaco. Sorry. Okay, but I'm making it by myself. Yes, I am completely making my model by myself. It is taking a while. All the layers were quite... Itself is kind of difficult. I have Live 2D and I have the Pro version. It wasn't that expensive for me, so I figured might as well make the model. Buying a model and rigging it by... like, when you're having a high quality model, which my next model definitely will not be, it takes like $900 for a high quality model, and most of that money goes into rigging. In fact, I've seen some pretty high quality VTuber models go for like 1,500, 900 of that was rigging, so the rest was in another 600 was in the model but itself. The rigging is the most expensive part. I could theoretically commission someone to make me a model, and then I could rig it myself, which I'd be down to, honestly. I'm decent at rigging. I'm not nowhere near good. Nowhere near good. I was gonna say not the best. I'm decent, but I'm nowhere near good. But it is what it is, you know? I am enjoying this process of making the art by myself, rigging it by myself. I think it's fun, calming. Tomorrow I'm actually working on the hair physics of the model, which my next model will have hair. This one doesn't have any hair. It will also have toggles. There's going to be a hood toggle, so I can change the hood from being up to being down. There's going to be a toggle for wings. There's going to be wings on that next model. I really wish there were some kind of signs so I can tell where I was right now. But as it is, I'm going to guess France, because France has a lot of walking paths. It's in the fucking United States. Fuck you. Sorry, geoguessr, but I hate you. I love you, though. Don't be mad at me. Yeah, I'm doing an amazing job in gaming, but I'll make a new VTuber model, like a... If I make a fully professional, you think it will grow? It might. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I'm just having fun with it right now, though. This is kind of like a hobby. Now, by the looks of it, this is somewhere in Russia. So I'm gonna say somewhere here. It was very far into Russia. But yeah, my next model is not gonna be like professional quality, but it's gonna be higher quality. If I want to make a professional quality model, I could actually. I'm decent enough at art to make good enough art for our model. It will just take me forever. So, you know, that's how it'll be. Plus, I'm gonna have to use a lot of references, just so I can, you know, figure out an art style, because my main art style is kind of like janky looking in general, because I think it's funny. Now, you're driving on the left side of the road here. That means you're in the UK, because this is in Europe. Never mind, I was in Singapore. I completely forgot that the Singapore drives on the left side of the road. That was my bad. Singapore does look a lot like Europe. That's because it's based heavily on Europe. Do I have artists to make anything for me? I actually do have a commission. I'm getting commissioned right now. It's a friend. She's a VTuber, and basically I'm commissioning her to make art of my character just so I can use that art as like a profile picture and stuff. But yeah. Shout out to her, by the way. BZLVT, whatever. Yep. Right now, I'm waiting on that commission, and I'm also gonna get another commission piece of art eventually of one of my other characters, just evil arch. That one's just gonna be for fun. Evil arch nemesis of like my main character, and it's just silly. I like making all this silly stuff, so you know, I'm having fun with it. But if possible, I might commission like a whole model. That's somewhere in the future though, when I make the money too. You know, one thing I forgot to set up is chat commands for my YouTube streaming, to be honest. I just remembered that. I was gonna set up chat commands, but yeah, I forgot. I was gonna set up a Discord command, like !Discord or something, just so people could get the link. But whatever. That's working on my Twitch, just not on the YouTube. Do I have a job? Yes, I do have a job. Working for my dad. Construction stuff. Yeah, he owns like a construction company, so yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I like hanging out with my dad. We haven't officially started because he just bought a new office and they have to work on renovating it first. So that's currently in a process right now. Exit. Yeah. There's an exit. I can't tell where I am, but I think I'm in the US. Let's just get somewhere in northern US. I don't know. Damn. That was a really good guess. Alright. This might also be in the That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, this is in the US. I think. Hold on. This cannot be in the US. You're driving on the left side of the road. That can only mean one thing. Somewhere in New Zealand. Because they're short license plates, so... never mind. I guess they have in the Ivory Coast, or was that Ivory? Sorry, Ivory Coast is a country in Africa. Somewhere in Australia there's short license plates. I thought they had long license plates, honestly. Judging by this art, it's somewhere in Spain or somewhere Hispanic. It looks like it's in Spain. That's a very typical Spanish art. Why am I higher quality guesses and work like that when it's something religious? That's my question. Completely wrong. I think I know what I got wrong, though. This is probably a Spanish missionary area made by the Spanish explorers in California. You think I could change my profile picture? It's not bad, but not perfect. Yeah, I made this profile picture myself, by the way. The next profile picture is the one that I'm getting commissioned currently. Right side of the road, Europe, not the UK because it's the right side of the road. Could be Germany. Very well could be Germany. Let's go this way and hope to see a street sign. Yep, this is Germany. That's Hamburg. So it's somewhere up here. Ah, it was Hanover. Alright, that's not bad. Denny's. Thank you very much, Denny's. You're telling me that this is in the US. I don't think Denny's is anywhere outside of the US. I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Denny's is a US exclusive store. The Smile Center, family dentistry, Medicaid chip. Alright. Medicaid, it's definitely in the US. Blanco Plaza. I'm guessing somewhere in Texas. That's what this is telling me. San Antonio. Yep. That looked very Texan. that city. I think I'm getting better at guessing Texas. Alright, this... European-style license plates, European-style signs. I was gonna say somewhere in South America, but I'm not quite sure. But if it is in South America, this is in Argentina. Argentina, they're copying Europe's style, which is completely stupid because the rest of South America pretty much is you're driving on the right side of the road. Well, actually, you're doing that in Argentina too. The rest of South America is your have normal license plates, you have normal streets, stuff like that. It's just confusing. Argentina confuses me. That's why I complain about it. It just confuses me because it looks like Europe. Now, judging based off of these blue and white streamers, I'm gonna say it's in Argentina. So let's say Argentina. Somewhere up here. Fuck you. I hate you. Sorry. Arizona? Nah, it was in Italy, unfortunately. Argentina just has me fucked up right now because last stream that I did, last GeoGuessr stream, I got a lot of guesses wrong because it was Argentina and I guessed Europe. And now I'm like paranoid. Hold on, go back. Orange Co. Alright, I thought that said Orange County, which honestly wouldn't help that much. Fisher? I don't know what that means, but alright. I'm not sure if I fixed my stream delay, by the way. It might actually be much better now that I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube, which is surprising. To me, at least. 45 miles per hour. Seems like somewhere on the east side of the US. Maybe Pennsylvania, Virginia, somewhere like that. North Carolina, that's fine. Very open road. There's a sign right there, though. Russia. Alright. Russia's just so big, it's hard to get a correct guess in Russia. Now, by the looks of this place, it's somewhere in Europe, if I had to guess. Actually, you know what? Might not be. Let me go back here. I'm not quite sure. Oh, blue sign. Yeah, this is in Europe. Go back. Alright, yeah, this is definitely in Europe. I was gonna say Italy, but I don't quite think that was Italian. It looks like Italian architecture, though. So, I'm gonna say somewhere else on the Mediterranean, like there. Holy shit. It wasn't Croatia. I was correct. Very good. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful, and it looks very American. No outlet. So yeah, these are American signs. I think this might be, what do you call it? I tabbed out just to check my OBS. I think this might be in the US. In Hawaii. If I'm wrong, then I'm very wrong, but I was very right here. Alright. What? Hold on. I am so sorry. I was on my Be Alright back screen for such a long time. I'm so stupid. I switched to my Be Right Back screen because my mom entered my room without my permission. And then, oh, that's so horrible. Alright. If you're still there in my chat, I was like, huh, weird. I responded to the question and then no response. So, I'm sorry. First of all, I'm not good at streaming. I'm a very janky streamer. I have a very janky model, stuff like that. But to answer your question, my day is pretty good. I finished modeling my whole, like, VTuber face and expressions on my new model. This is my old model. I modeled it in 5 hours. That's why it's janky looking. But I modeled all the I rigged all the head angles. I have a bunch of new stuff, and then currently I'm gonna work on like hair physics tomorrow. I'm not good at geoguessr, and I like it though. It's fun, so it's going well. It's going well. I'm very sore today because I went to the gym yesterday, and then, you know, stuff happened, also known as back day. Back day always gets me sore. I think it's just my shoulders. My shoulders are kind of sore. Not kind of sore. I can't even scratch like the upper part of my back. Actually, scratch that I can. It's just hard. This is somewhere in the US. This area of the US. Let's say Oregon. Never mind, I was wrong. It was Lithuania. I often mistake Lithuania for the US because I've been to the US plenty of times. I live in the US. But Lithuania is very similar looking to that part of the US. I always get it mistaken. Am I back? Yeah, I am back. Sorry. It was an ordeal. I did not notice I had my Be Right Back screen on. That's why I need a second monitor, so I could see my OBS. But yeah, I'm back. As you can see, my model is silly. I just was yapping and yapping and yapping. I had it. I was playing more GeoGuessr, and I didn't realize it was on the Be Right Back screen. I'm doing good. I'm sore. Yesterday was back day. Today, I spent a lot of time rigging my next model because this model was silly looking and I made it in 5 hours. So, yeah, it's gonna be nice. I added physics. I'm gonna add hair physics tomorrow. And then I also played a lot with my dogs today, which is always fun. I like my dogs. Cool model? Thanks. Yeah, I made this in 5 hours. It is very janky and low quality. The art itself is kind of low resolution on this, too. The new one also has fairly low resolution art, to be completely honest with you. I am not good at high resolution art. I did it all by myself, and I'm doing all of the new one by myself. I did use tutorials, though. I like tutorials. I'm thinking somewhere in Europe. This seems like Spanish. Mediterranean side? Actually, let's go more here. I was wrong, it was in Croatia. It was still in the Mediterranean, though. So how are you doing? Rosalie VTuber, how are you? This seems Colombian. Or Venezuelan. I was in Bolivia. By the way, I might have already said that I suck at GeoGuessr, but I really suck at GeoGuessr. I am not good. I'm just an average GeoGuessr player. I'm thinking that this is in the US in Georgia, because this looks very familiar. It doesn't quite look like Florida, though. I live in Florida. Am I doxing myself again? Nah, not really. I dox myself all the time because I don't really care. This has red and blue license plates. I'm gonna say Mississippi or Alabama or something like that. It was in Texas. Alright, Texas license plates are red and blue. Good to know. Normally I see the, like, big white... Actually, not big white. I say big because it's Texas, but it's not big. It's a normal size license plate. Normally I see white license plates with a big star, and it says, like, Lone Star State on it. That's how you know it's Texas if you're just driving about here, but that's one of those, like, specialty plates. Normal license plates from Texas don't look like that. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. That's how you tell it's in Europe, though. I would say French near the Rhineland. Like somewhere here. Oh, it was German near the Netherlands. Alright. I said French just because it was wide open, but my explanations are not very warranted. This feels like Appalachia. This feels like it was actually fairly close to where I was in Virginia. Louisville? Kentucky. Alright, it wasn't Appalachia, but it was still the general area, the South. I like how it's called the South, but it is not the southern part of the United States. Oh yeah, I have a bunch of new stream overlays that I need to set up. To anyone new watching right now, I said earlier in this stream that my stream overlays, I commissioned some stream overlays and I just haven't had the time to set them up yet. I've been working on it. I set up some. Most of them are my old stream overlays I made by myself. So, yeah. This is probably somewhere in the UK. Southern UK. This might be the best round of the day so far. Oh, look at that house. Hold on. This was a different time when this one was taken. Let's see. 2021. Alright. $2023. So it looks like someone has either moved here or are the windows boarded up? It looks like someone has moved into this house since the last one. I just think that's pretty cool. Yeah, someone is definitely, they're gardening. They got these trees here. This seems like a very Filipino or maybe Vietnamese thing. Let's say somewhere in that area. Might be Indonesia, but I'm gonna say Philippines. Alright, it was Indonesia. It was far away in Indonesia, so I got a low score. That's fine. Denali National Park and Preserve. Now this is my first ever guess I have ever gotten in like Alaska. There's Denali Park. And there we go. That was a really good guess. This is in South Korea. Olympic Park. If it's the Olympic Park, I'd imagine it's in Seoul, honestly. Alright, 5.3 miles. This is gonna be a good round, despite that one awful guess for Indonesia. I gotta say, this is in the US. Looks to me almost like Boston, but I don't quite think it is. Baptist church. Oh, and there's another church right there, Lutheran. Alright. Ford. It's always hard to say where the... You know what this reminds me of, actually? This reminds me of Ohio. I was in Iowa. Well, I definitely did better. That was probably my best round yet today. Dun, 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 dun. What is this one? Einbahn. Attensum. Alright. Is this Germany or is this like .at? This is probably Germany. If you see screen tearing, that might be because VTube Studio lags my computer a bit. Unless it's only on my side and not on your side. In that case, please stop screen tearing. I want to be able to see GeoGuessr. Oh no. Aus. I don't think this is Germany, so I'm gonna guess this part of Germany. It was in Austria. It was on Austria. Vienna, Austria. Always Austria. Austria really confuses me because it's kind of like Germany, but it's not. This is in the US. Completely. Very northeast looking houses of the US. Let's say near Boston. Alright. That wasn't a bad guess. I had a hunch it was Maine, actually. Like, there's something in the back of my mind being like, deet, 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 it's Maine. You dumb fuck, you should choose Maine. And it's like, no, I'm gonna guess near Boston because more people live there. I was like, and then my hand was like, okay, I'll listen to you. And yeah. Anyways, enough being stupid. Let's guess what this is. Very polluted river when you're here. Look at that. Oh, goodness gracious. Yucky. When was this taken? 2021? When was this taken? I want to be able to see. Alright, 2025. So it looks like they cleaned up the river. How nice. Wow. Good progress. Good progress. I'm gonna say Japan. Taiwan. I was wrong. This is California. Just got that California feel. It was more near Los Angeles, but it was still not a bad guess. This almost feels Russian, but I can't tell for sure. But yeah, it almost feels Russian. I need a sign to confirm or deny. What? Does that person have something on her head? Oh, it was just that sign. I was like, what on earth? Let's see if we could read that sign. It's blurred. Thank you very much, sign. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is Russian. Not quite sure, but I'm gonna say this is Russian. Let me just double check everything. Yeah, this is definitely Russian. Alright. Well, let's do some multiplayer. Duels, why not? Activity 1. It begins completed. Oh, interesting. I just read something on my Twitch app. Alright, duels. Let's see what my opponent's like. Germany, they're probably gonna be better than me. I'm gonna guess Italy or Spain. I'll say Spain. His car's over that way. Yeah. What the fuck? That was clearly not Russia. Somewhere in Africa. I don't know, Ghana? I was still closer. Alright, that's not bad. Stop sign. United States somewhere. United Rentals. Oh! This there looks like Chicago. Might not be Chicago, and I might be dumb, but this looks kind of like Chicago. Houston! Duh! I've been there. Silly me. At least I won still. Mont Blanc, France. Let's just guess quick so he doesn't have time to do anything. I still got it. Mont Blanc, that would have been, yeah, that makes sense to me. Are you stupid? That was in Mexico. Alright. I should not be calling people stupid on here. I'm sure they're about as smart as I am. Kawasaki. Whatever. Vietnam, Philippines, something like that. Yep, I got him. I got him. Alright, that was a really good score. And I'm in the top people who get to promote. Wow. Nice. Hold on, I was checking my thing, whatever. Guessing up here. Or actually, let's guess right there. Let me switch screens on my laptop just so I can check. There we go. This was a completely random guess. I probably got it wrong. Very wrong. I still got it better than he did, somehow. Is that the Portuguese flag? Slow speed regulating strips. Left side of the road. Long license plates. But Australian. The what? It was Singapore. It was fucking Singapore. Every time. Singapore. Obviously India. Europe, Spain, oh wow, it was Greece. Good job. This guy's keeping me on my toes. Colombia, Bolivia, somewhere like that. You know, I really don't like Fiji water, but I keep getting Fiji water bottles. I somehow got closer, but yeah. We both got pretty much the same guess. It was in Okayama. Ah, it was fucking Singapore. Every time it's Singapore. Oh my god. Well, still went up a bit in rank. Let's play one more multiplayer. Where's that sign? There was literally a sign. What? That was so confusing. Why would you pick Iceland? You live in Germany. Very Italian. Alright. Poland. I still beat her. Alright. Oh, I should have clicked right on Sydney. Are you stupid? The US doesn't, or Canada, they both don't have that kind of license plate. Alright, that was the last duels that I'm gonna play. And let's see how long this stream has been. It's been an hour. I think that's enough for my first test stream on Twitch. So hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, to anyone watching on YouTube, hope you guys also enjoyed. If you're following me on YouTube, make sure to watch me on Twitch, because I do plan to switch over to stream there. Just because I can't monetize on YouTube. They took it away for no reason. But as it is, this is